Demain, on reçoit les gars de All American Rejects. Les gars étaient supposés être ici cet été au Centre Bell au mois d'août. Ils ont cancellé. On va leur demander qu'est-ce qu'il y en était. Et également, on va essayer de leur parler du nouvel album qui sort le 16 décembre.
I wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place.
Go. I gotta address this first. You guys were supposed to be here in August. You guys had this tour all planned out, and then
we had to cancel the tour with Simple Plan because we were finishing our record, and we had to make a decision: what's more important, the Simple Plan tour or our record? So, obviously our record was more important.
Sorry.
No, that's understandable. But yeah, it was a shame because we were really looking forward to getting in some arenas up here in Canada.
So what happened? The writing was too slow, or you just weren't happy with what was coming out?
We just weren't done. We just weren't done recording.
Do you guys usually go into the studio with finished songs that you record, or you do some writing as well when you're there?
When we go in the studio, we're usually really prepared. But
that's what made the second one take a while, or this new one take a while, because we went in with a lot of parts that weren't written. You know, it was like a lot of spontaneous, energy. We recorded this time, so we think of a part and then record it right then and see if it worked or not. So obviously it took a bit longer.
When you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell.
You guys, for the first time, decided not to work with Howard Benson. Went with Eric Valentine. What did he bring to the table with the recording process?
Everything.
He's the polar opposite of Howard Benson.
Yeah, Eric Valentine is a genius. He takes, with Howard Benson, we'd get a guitar sound or a drum sound, and we'd put it on like 5 songs, maybe the whole record. Well, with Eric Valentine, every song had its own life, all the way down to the hi-hat.
Yeah.
Like every sound was tailored just for that song, and he saw each song as a record with a life,
There was no formula for any one song on it. There wasn't like this cookie cutter process. It was just whatever worked at that very moment in time.
He brought a really good rock edge to a pop rock band.
When you walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell.
We haven't heard the record yet, but your new single's out. It's got some pretty aggressive lyrics. Is that meant, I'm sure everyone's been asking, is that meant towards one person in particular, or are you just releasing some pent-up anger?
It's about 2 people. It's about one person from home and one person that you all know. So, yeah. It's about people that are shitty to us, and people that have dumped on us in the past, that I hope they hear this song when it gets #1 or whatever number it hits, and they taste the bitter sweet flavor of the All American Rejects.
Nick's got a pretty gritty guitar tone on that track.
It's sick.
It's pretty awesome. Is it? I guess you were talking about it before. You experimented different tones for every song, or that guitar tone is going to be sort of like the backbone of the record.
That guitar tone is actually a microphone or a combo amp on its flat on the ground into a paint can with a microphone in it.
We emptied a spray can and then cracked out the end of it. Took the bottom out. So.
And then put in the bucket, like those old bucket cans.
Right.
And so that's how we got that tone. Every tone on this record has the most unorthodox setup.
Every record that you've released has sort of like come out pretty slow, and then has like, you've always had like this evolution, and before you know it, you're 2 million records deep. Is that how you're seeing this, your career pretty much, like as being the underdogs?
We are the underdogs. The All American Rejects is the slow burn, and if that's what it takes for us to get you to either love us or hate us, as long as you remember us, then we won. So
do you hope that your career is going to be that way?
I'm loving the ride we've had so far. We're 3 records deep, and we're still in our mid-20s. So I think the fact that that we've been able to achieve this and still maintain sort of the same level, like everybody when they get a hit song, they jump back off the road and they write a record real quick, and 4 months later they crap it out. It's like, we took 2 years in between our first and second record. We took 2 years in between our second and third record. We don't like writing skippers. Like, I hate it when bands go, or when somebody comes up to me, oh my God, have you heard 1, 4, and 8? That's a great record. Like, that's not a record, that's a fucking EP. Like, we don't write skippers like other bands. And I think the slow build is, we we are here for the long haul. So if we have to crawl our way to the top, we will inch every way.
I read something before you released your second record, and it hit me that I remember 3 years later. I'd read that you, on your own time, Tyson, do not listen to any music.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't listen to music unless I'm entertaining people. Like, I'll put it on because I know that, you know, silence is frightening to people,
right.
You know? But I love it. I love the world and the sound of the world just as much as I love music. And it also helps, like, luckily I haven't absorbed the entire Beatle catalog. I haven't sat in front of it and listened to every record. Like Zeppelin, I've never listened to a record from Zeppelin all the way cover to cover. Beach Boys I still haven't, like except for Pet Sounds. And it's like, I don't want to know what they've done, because then I might try to emulate it, and if we do that, then we're just cheating ourselves. So
it's sort of like your emergency, like break glass only. When you run out of ideas, you can go back to them.
yeah, I can always look back. I got the rest of my life to listen to the best music that's ever been made, because it's already been made.
Your single came out, and I know you kind of got mixed reactions by the fans. Is it sort of a struggle for you guys to release something that you can stand behind, and that's also, you know, the fans are also going to stand behind you?
What I love about this song for the fans is that they love it or hate it, which they've never been with a Rejects record. So the fact that people are so strongly passionate about whether or not they like it makes me know that this record is going to be, you know, it's either going to be the big, people are going to, I like to say, if you walk away singing our song, hate or love, we won. So I think, you know, I don't know. What do you think?
Anything's better than lukewarm, man.
Good point.
Anything.
Well, we just premiered your video here on Musique, and I think we all love it, so you
Oh,
want
cool. Man. Well, and that's another thing. Like, the song gives you how it's so angry, but I hope you know that when you watch the video and we kind of point the finger back at ourselves, it kind of makes it okay.
Right. Cool. Well, good luck with the record.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.